Hello, welcome to the wonderful session of biological science. Today we are going to discuss about the most important and a very interesting concept, the structure of chloroplast. As you know pretty well, the plants, that is green plants, prepare food in the form of starch. In the tiny structures embedded in the leaves in the mesophyll tissue called as chloroplasts. Let us talk about these beautiful structures. Before going into the details of the structure of chloroplast, let us underline the process of photosynthesis. Let's have a bird's view. What exactly do you mean by photosynthesis? The word itself indicates photo means light, synthesis means preparation. This manufacture of food in the plant is helpful for the survival of the total living things on this beautiful planet Earth. Now, let us talk about the structure of chloroplast. Chloroplast. Chloroplast is a structure that is present in the mesophyll tissue. There are innumerable in the mesophyll tissue. We just can't number, we just can't count. These microscopic elements, which cannot be seen by the naked eye, contain green substance we call pigment, called as chlorophyll in them. This chlorophyll is capable of trapping the photonic energy coming from the sunlight. Now, in the course of preparation of carbohydrates inside the plant body, these play a major role, and this is a very interesting aspect. Chloroplast is oval in shape. So the structure of chloroplast, when we talk about this, the shape of the chloroplast is oval or maybe elliptical. It is bounded by two layers, the outer layer and the inner layer. The outer layer is called as outer membrane and the inner layer is called as inner membrane. It's so simple. The outer membrane and inner membrane. Inner membrane. Now inside the inner membrane there is a compartment, there is a chamber, there is a space which is filled with a viscous substance, means a gelatinous substance that contains lot of electron acceptors. This viscous substance is called as stroma. So you can see this viscous substance. I am representing it through dots. It is just a schematic representation. You can find a lot of variation from one tissue to the other if you observe the structure of chloroplast. Now these dots represent the stroma. Now, embedded inside the stroma, you find thick sac-like structures called as granum thylakoids. These thylakoids are stack-like structures. Just means these represent exactly the shape of some bags piled up one over the other. Just like we see in our farmer's house, the grains, food grains are stored piled up one over the other in sacks. Just like that you find the grana or granum thylakoids. They are packed one over the other. These are called as stacks of thylakoids or simply grana. And of course you find the grana in several series. and these are interconnected by means of microscopic tubular structures which are called as stroma lamellae. So in our examination we might come across a small bit question. What could be the structure that connects grana or granum thylakoids? The answer is stroma thylakoid or stroma lamellae. Singular is lamellum and plural is lamellae. The grana are interconnected by means of stroma lamellae, and all the way you find the stroma that contains so many electron acceptors. And what does this grana contain? Of course, let me complete the concept of grana first, then let us move on to the stroma. Grana represents the thylakoids, just now I said. Now, this grana participates or it initiates the process of photosynthesis through the first series of reactions called as light reactions. The light reactions, which essentially require the light. Here the sunlight, which contains energy particles called as photons, are trapped or absorbed by these grana. And this grana contains chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Chlorophyll A is green in color and chlorophyll B is yellow in color. These are nothing but pigments. So chlorophyll is a pigment that traps the sunlight or light, actually to say. Here this grana is the initiator of the process of photosynthesis by light reactions. And coming to the other one called as stroma. Stroma contains several electron acceptors, and these electron acceptors include stroma is a viscous substance. This is stroma. This includes so many electron acceptors. Electron acceptors. It participates in the second phase of photosynthesis called as dark reaction. The set of reactions that does not essentially require light. It doesn't mean that it takes place in darkness. That doesn't require light for the carrying out of process. So dark reactions are the set of reactions that take place irrespective of the presence of sunlight or maybe light. Now, because of the presence of several electron acceptors such as cytochrome, NAD, NADP, plastoquinone, cytochrome, etc. This stroma is capable of performing the act of dark reactions. So, to conclude, the structure of chloroplast has got several points. The first one, it is oval in shape. It is bounded by a double layered membrane, the outer membrane and the inner membrane. Inside the inner membrane, you find stroma and grana. Grana are the thylakoids piled up one over the other, interconnected by stroma lamellae. These contain chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B pigments, which initiate the process of photosynthesis by absorption, leading to the excitement of chlorophyll molecules. Then here it ends up in the light reaction. That is, shifting over to the second concept called as stroma. Stroma is a viscous jelly-like gelatinous substance that contains several types of electron acceptors. These participate in dark reaction of the photosynthesis, And the examples for several electron acceptors are NAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate NADP, and plastoquinone, cytochrome, etc. Here, totally on the whole, chloroplast is the structure responsible for the manufacturing of food in the form of carbohydrates. So, the beautiful process that is responsible for the survival of total life on this planet called as Earth, the chloroplast is a wonderful, important organelle in the plant cell. Thank you very much. We shall meet with more details regarding other aspects of biological science. Thank you once again.